What makes the perfect bike vault image? Well, it's a good question, but it comes in two parts. To start with, you need an image that's really strong, captivating, and shows how much love you've got for your bike. Then secondly, if you're going to get in the bike vault, you need to add a little bit more. It needs to show the enjoyment and the atmosphere of the bike rides you go on. Now, I've got some tips for you that are going to help you get a really great image that you're going to love and might just get you in the bike vault. And if you get these right, you never know. It might be enough to get you all the way to a super nice. So let's take a look at the things you need. Obviously, you need a bike, you need a great location, and you need a camera, but you also need to take some imagination and some energy. Now, the location is key. But this doesn't mean summiting some incredible mountain, because that won't necessarily always get the job done. What you've got to do is think about the bike and showing it off. So rather than suggest the perfect place to take a photo, let's take a look at some of the places that don't generally work for the bike vault. Now this first one really annoys me. Just laying your bike on the ground. It just seems a bit throwaway. You haven't thought about the location really, and you haven't put much energy into it. And if you're going to do this, there's one rule to definitely go by. At least get the whole bike in shot. Next example of not the best location is leaning your bike up against a fence. Now to me, this suggests that it was a bit of a last minute idea, that you've come back from a ride and you thought, you know, I could get in the bike vault. Well, we want more than that. And honestly, it just doesn't sell the bike. I mean, look at that. Such a nice bike. Now that backdrop makes the bike sing, and it did get a super nice. Now this photo drives me crazy. This example from Stuart, who sent it into the bike vault, has got an incredible location, and he's hoped the location's going to do all the work for him and get him all the way into a super nice, and it nearly did. But look at the bike, the detail's lost because it's backlit. We can't see the star of the show. It does my head in. So I'm going to give you 5 tips for taking the perfect bike vault image and get you not making these mistakes. Tip 1. Now Stuart's image makes me think about the lighting straight away because it's backlit. Now what you want ideally is either side lit or front lit. It's really going to make the bike pop out of the image and you can see all the detail. Backlit is something you really need to avoid. Tip 2. Now I love this one because it's really technical. It's the rule of thirds. Now if you look at this grid on the image there, those intersect points are where you basically want to have the focal point of your image. And you will be amazed if you just think about this, how much more powerful your photo is going to be. So think about the rule of thirds when you're setting up your shot. Tip 3, focal length. Now I like this one again because it sounds kind of technical. A longer focal length is going to help simply to pull your bike out from the background, which will make it look way better. Tip 4, get it in focus. That means you too. Can you get in, thank you, in focus. Now, I can't believe I'm even bringing this up, especially after the really creative tips I've just given you, but you'd be amazed how many images we get for the bike vault that aren't in focus. And if they're not in focus, they're just not gonna get in, and that's a shame. So take the time, get your image in focus. Tip 5, try something different. This is your chance to get creative. So look for an angle you've never seen before, put your bike in an interesting place, throw it in a lake, just do something different. Don't throw it in a lake. Props. Now, out on the trail, there can sometimes be sticks or logs that can really help become part of your supporting cast. A stick can often make a great bespoke bike stand, or a log can be the perfect backdrop. I quite like it when people use things like trees to hang their bikes, or put them somewhere unexpected. It just feels fun. So keep an eye out for those props on the trail that could help you take the perfect bike vault photo. One prop that is always popular is a trail dog, if I can call it a prop. Nothing brings a panting smile to your image than man's best friend. And you know what, it doesn't guarantee you're super nice, but it does get you a lot closer. And just to be fair, trail cats, trail snails, trail iguanas, they're all welcome. Now, please keep your bike vault photos coming in to us to dirtshed@gnbn.com and see if you can get them in the Dirt Shed show. And if you'd like to see who did get into the Dirt Shed bike vault, then why don't you click up there to see the latest Dirt Shed show, and click down there to see how to get comfortable and confident on your ride. And click just here to subscribe. Only last thing to do, leave us a comment and give us a thumbs up like.